All right, we should be live. Hey everyone, it is Monday, May 15th, 6:12 p.m., 22 degrees Celsius here in Stanley Park, just west of downtown Toronto. I see Jim Martin, Armchair Traveler, Tetrarch, sorry, it's hard to read that, Jellybean, Embedded SRAM is here, Wesley Torres, Fabio, Hoosja, I Like to Walk, Maroof is here, Jeremy's here, Naughty, Brown, Michael Nguyen, Ricardo, Sunjib, Kim V, Bousette, Marge, and Mark S, and everyone else. Marie Palmer joining, Janice Pike. And there I am, the idiot who will be doing this live stream tonight. I can see your chats on my other phone. Mako is here, Amy Williams is here, Brad Palmer is here. Brad Palmer may be doing a live stream, I've heard, on his channel on Wednesday. Just a little rumor that I heard. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, let me get this phone away here. So this is Stanley Park. I just finished recording a video that took me over this way. So I didn't really have a plan of where to stream from, but I thought since I'm here, we might as well go for it. Yeah, I can still see the chat with my very authentic bands. Right behind me is Adelaide Street West. Is your haircut a flat top? I hope not. Chris Back is here, says, hi Johnny and Mods. Gaston is here, Harjot. Ricardo can't wait to be in Toronto next year. Well, the weather is fantastic right now. And there's a look at the CN Tower. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to stick to the parks for a little bit at the start of this one. We're just going to walk south through Stanley Park and then through the other part of Stanley Park, south of King. And then maybe we'll hit the Garrison Crossing. Maybe I'll make my way over to Canoe Landing Park, a route I haven't done since it was very cold out. Yes, Lisa, this is Stanley Park, the north of King side of Stanley Park. I don't know if I've ever recorded through here on the channel before. Leslie says it's cloudy in Rhode Island. Here we've got a laneway of sorts. Any plans for Centerville this year? I went there last year. I actually went to the amusement park and I made a ride on the gondola thing. So I'm not feeling too much pressure to go back and do it again this year, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to get to the islands. Got basketball over here. The South Park has tennis courts. There's a swimming pool as well. Chris Pack says, thanks for the great walkabout videos. Thank you. Bash Brannigan, I don't know who the Stanley and Stanley Park is. But there's a nice stretch of parks here. I could have started north of here actually at Trinity Bellwoods and walked through that. So we are west of downtown, but not too far west of downtown. Only about a 7 or 8 minute walk away, I would say. Maybe not even. Steve Acro says the temperature looks nice. It's a very nice day. I've still seen some people out in like pretty heavy coats and stuff. Not sure what that's all about. Let's look east along King Street West. This area is not part of the transit priority corridor. And the video I just recorded took me by a brand new bikeway that's being installed. Hey, 200 Japanese yen. I decided not to cross. I don't know why, but arigato. Thank you for the 200 yen. Much appreciated. Have I seen the Queen Street construction? Yes, I have. I did an e-scooter ride through it, actually. All right, the light's just about to change. People still wearing heavy coats. Winter is over, yeah. It's not my place to judge, but I think it's kind of nuts that anyone would wear that when it's like 23, 24 degrees Celsius out, but here we are. And we got to look towards the financial district. I'm going to cut through Stanley Park here. Stanley Park is sliced in two by King Street West. I almost did an e-bike stream tonight instead. Here's where I came when I took the thumbnail picture. And that is the baseball field where I broke my pinky finger and it healed like this. Gross, eh? There's some future arthritis waiting to happen. There's the doggo park. On a few occasions, I've seen softballs get launched into this dog park here on the left. I hit one to what would have been the warning track. Kristen Fuller says they wish they lived in Toronto. You're watching me from Hamilton. The Ken Continuum was recently in the Hammer. Hopefully I can get out that way and make a video at some point. One thing I'm going to try to do now that nice weather is upon us is stream a little more. So this is Wellington Street, and you'll notice there's like a painted gutter of a bike lane here. But the city is actually in the process of installing a two-way bikeway, a protected two-way bikeway between Blue Jays Way, which is downtown, well to the east of here, all the way to Strawn Avenue, which is just over there, and then it'll continue on Duro Street, and then it'll kind of head up to Shaw Street. Vivian Johnson is here, says evening everyone. Our moderator and CEO has arrived. You missed Stanley Park? Thanks for tuning in, Vivian. Yeah, Chris back. I went to the emergency room, and as luck would have it, the emerge doctor that I was assigned to was an orthopedic surgeon. So I figured, you know, you couldn't ask for a better scenario with a broken finger. And he splinted it, and then I went in for follow-ups and physiotherapy with their orthopedic center at the hospital, and this is how it healed. And apparently sometimes that's just the way it goes. Now we're gonna cross into the Garrison Crossing. Vivian says, sorry, doing dishes. You're excused. Hello, Pine Soul. Magic Entertainer says it isn't too hot. No, but it is definitely too hot to be wearing a coat or even a sweater. Beck says, would love to know what shoes you wear for walking. I'm actually about to transition my shoes back into my Under Armours. I've been wearing these Allbirds, which I also stupidly wore to Thailand. They're wool shoes. They're fantastic for the winter, but I'm going to switch to my Under Armours, which are a lot lighter and mesh. I almost had to throw these shoes out. They kind of stunk really bad when I was in Thailand. I love the shoes, but wrong choice of footwear for that climate. But they did survive the insane winter conditions in Montreal. Going to Toronto in 3 weeks, should I exchange currency before or after I'm in Canada? I usually exchange in the country that I arrive in. I bring my local currency and then exchange there. Because if the country you're coming from doesn't have a very high demand currency, you're not going to get a very good rate when you get here. Also check your ATM. If you can always withdraw through ATMs. And some bank cards will even waive international ATM fees. So if you're lucky enough to have one of those, that's probably your best route. That is in Thailand. But if you don't have one of those, that is not, because it costs about $8 to make a withdrawal there. Brett Mallon says, hey Johnny, nice meeting you yesterday. I thought it was 2 days ago? Saturday, right? Either way, nice meeting you, Brett. I met 2 viewers. Actually, I met 3 on that stream. I think I met you down by the front center. Thank you for the super. All right, let's get ready to cross. There's 2 different rail corridors that this is split into. Well, hopefully we'll catch a GO train. There's a bit of a bounce on this bridge. Ever thought of making a tourist must-dos video? Kind of like what Wolter's World did, although I don't necessarily agree with his take on Toronto as much as I like his channel. I think he missed the mark on a few things, and he kept referring to downtown when he meant to say financial district. And even then, I didn't agree with his point. I don't know, that's not really what I do, but I might branch out and do that sort of thing. You might see it on the Stumbles channel as well. So that is opened up now. That'll take you over to Strawn Avenue. So they've completely opened up this development now. James Greenwood says not a cloud in the sky. Some trails left over from planes. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It occurred to me this is the May 2-4 weekend coming up, so I'm not sure what my streaming or recording plans are going to be. I might end up not available, so I apologize in advance if I'm absent Friday or Saturday. I might do a stream if I can. Are you going to Vancouver for UFC 289? No. Have you seen the ticket prices for that? It is absolutely bonkers what UFC is asking. I guess my only hope of seeing Emma here is if like Bellator comes or something, because I'm not paying $800-900. I thought paying like $140 to see Bill Burr was insane. Gertej says, awesome view. So we're going to go over the other rail corridor. This leads to the Lakeshore GO line. I thought, given it's still kind of the tail end of rush hour, we would have caught a train for sure. Ali says Taylor Swift tickets cost more. Yeah, something is out of control with performance tickets. Look at my camera just focusing on the fence. Patricia loves Toronto. The CN Tower is amazing. Love from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Oh, we got a train, but it's going the other way. Focus. Stupid iPhone. Oh well, you can kind of see a blurry train. Yeah, Lisa, I think you're losing your hearing. All right, let's go this way. You thought you... Am I quieter, guys? My volume meter is telling me I'm normal. I don't know, Brash Brannigan, or Bash Brannigan. I think it's probably just good old capitalism. Squeezing as much money out of something as it can. Marge says much quieter. Let me see, is there a volume control here? No. All right, no, it's reading full volume. There, I turned my mic on and off. All right, here's the test. Do I sound fine? I can't see the chat right now, but let me know how it sounds. Look at all these healthy, jogging people. Oh, what is going on over there? There's a giant crowd of people. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Jeanette. Good to see you, Jeanette. What is this all about? They all just showing off how healthy they are. Yeah, that's the decrepit Gardner Expressway. Probably some type of meetup group or something. Lisa says runners. I'm a runner. Pretty sure I ran across the street a few times this year. Oh, they're cheering these people. Yeah, it's a running group. This is either a checkpoint or their destination, most likely the finish point. Maybe they're playing hacky sack. Paranormal witness girl got COVID. You're sort of panicking. I had COVID times 3, I think, or the second time that I am certain of. But that doesn't mean it didn't suck. What is this art up ahead here? As Hank Hill would say, what in the hell? Let's go see what's going on. That is Fort York, just over there. Looks like someone tried to design like a snake coming out of the ground or something like that. What is this? And where are you supposed to view it from? Are you supposed to see it from up here? I think it's meant to be viewed from down in the Bentway. Let's go see. Chris Mills says it's a very small roller coaster. So in the winter, this is a ice trail. Good spot for inline skating. It almost looks like something that Should have LED lights, doesn't it? Oh. Naughty Brown says, I'm giving her peace at the end of a bloody, stressful day. That must be the Scot in you. Lisa says, the artist is Leroy New. The sculpture is to be woven together with bamboo, living plants, and hundreds of locally sourced discarded plastics, and represents nature reasserting itself amidst our concrete infrastructure. There we go. I would just say it looks like someone tried to design a snake or something. Well, I guess it's very much a work in progress and will get built up. But we are on the Bentway now. I do have a way with words. Thanks for complimenting me. All right, should we stick to the Bentway? Or yeah, I don't really feel like going down towards Lakeshore. That would take us to Coronation Park. And I walked through Coronation Park, or I guess I will in a future stream. Let's just stick to the Bentway. And we'll keep walking in towards downtown. Are inline skates making a comeback? They've been making one of sorts. There's more of them lately. Hey, here's ground zero for that art installation. Ignore me as I almost roll my ankle over. Mr. Ruby Dog, $5. When is the next Ken Continuum collab? Thank you, Mr. Ruby Dog. Apologies if I mispronounced that. But the ball is in Ken's court. I owe Ken one collab on his channel. Forget the Bentway art, you're all for the massive duck at the harborfront. Is the massive duck there right now? Param, thank you for subscribing. And the Bentway continues that way, but I'm gonna stick to Fort York Boulevard here. It was the stream on Saturday when we crossed over the 90K mark. So thank you so much to everyone who subbed. We are just 9,900 and some odd subs away from the big 100K. But every sub helps. If you want to see more content, you know what to do. Hit the button, click the bell, etc., etc. Or unsub if you never want to see this again. Yeah, I love this shot walking in this direction on Fort York Boulevard. It's really, really nice at like twilight. And you've got that nice glowing sky and the CN Tower is lit up. Although that view is going to get killed by one of the City Place signature towers going up straight ahead. Oh well, this is Bathurst Street coming up. I think I'm just gonna stick to walking along Fort York Boulevard for a bit. We should be getting the light in a second here to cross. We're gonna go south here. Chris back bets I'll get that subscriber plaque this summer. Oh, I bet I don't.
I almost thought
But I do appreciate the optimism. We'll go with the wide angle, get more of the tower. And Marge, 550 super sticker. Thank you, Marge.
But I'm just confused. Like,
Thank you for the 550, Marge. Thank you very much. And everyone else just for tuning in and hanging out. As I make my way towards Canoe Landing Park. And straight ahead is the Sky Dome, and that's where the Spankies are playing the Blue Jays. Opening pitch, the first pitch should be in about 22 minutes from now. I think when I get home from recording this stream, that's what I'm gonna put on. Crack open a beer. And hopefully watch the rest of the game. There's some Yankee fans in front. Maroof, I have no idea. Maybe it was a Nightbot error. Perhaps one of the mods. I'm certain it was not intentional. Brad Palmer, $5.50 super sticker. Thank you, Brad Palmer. Thank you so much, Brad. And Jeanette, $7 for a refreshing beverage. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Jeanette. Much appreciated. You guys are spoiling me. Boo Yankees. And we've topped over 400 viewers. Thank you. And we're only 35 minutes in. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much. You've said for years Hamilton should have an NHL team, but I think the Sabres and Leafs territorial rights would have a lot to say about that, unfortunately. Thank you, Sebastian. Let's do a little quick walk through Canoe Landing Park here. Mr. Ruby Dog, $2, yoink. Thank you, Mr. Ruby Dog. Thanks for your second super chat of the day. So we're in the City Place neighborhood, and this is Canoe Landing Park. There's a couple of linear parks on either side of this. I did a walk through there for the channel not too long ago, and hey, my watch says walk detected. No shit, what gave you that idea, watch? You know what? We're gonna go check out this canoe thing, and then I'm gonna open a drink. Will Ray, 510 super chat. Will Ray. Thank you for the 510, Will Ray. Your support is much appreciated. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Ruby Dog, Brad, Jeanette, Marge, and everyone else before them. Hey, look at this bird. No, don't fly away. There's the Gardner Expressway. And just below is Southern Linear Park. Arjot asking how my e-bike is doing. The move-in e-bike still needs to get the rear tire repaired. I've still got to make arrangements to bring that in. And the Ad Motor e-bike is fine. I almost took that out today to live stream from. But I'm glad I had second thoughts. And this is what we're doing. All right, I'm gonna have a drink here. This is not good. I'm drinking 39 minutes into the stream. That means I'm gonna have to pee before it's over. Stupid Amazon denting my cans. That's good. Look how it opened. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like poke it with a key or something. Give me a sec, guys. I'm also taking a picture of this ridiculous setup. We'll get up and moving soon enough, I promise. I'm gonna success. I opened the can. All right, we're gonna get up in a minute. I love how whenever I stop to get a drink or do anything, we lose like 30 viewers. People are like, what's this guy doing? Let's play. How much money is in my wallet? I have 5 Canadian dollars and 40 Thai baht, which is plastic. Why do I have 40 Thai baht? Well, I used to have 60 Thai baht, but when I got a haircut the other day, I gave my tip, and then the hairdresser was like, oh, what's that money? And I was like, do you want one? And she was like, yeah, she was all excited. And then she found out it was worth like 80 cents. What am I drinking? We're drinking lime bubbly sparkling water. Epic Nation HD for a cold one on the house. Also, we should collab with Yahya, Ken, Henry, Sapand, and Alex on Sapand's birthday on the 30th. Thank you, Epic Nation HD. I'll reach out to Sapand and see what's going on with that. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll be sure at least to wish Sapand a happy birthday when his big day rolls around. And I will absolutely be having a cold one on the house after this. It's awesome to see this park is so well utilized. Lots of people in much better shape than I am out there. Nita's Cooking Show just became a member. Nita's Cooking Show, thank you for joining the ranks of channel membership. And I got a few notifications that some people signed up to Patreon as well in the last few days. So there's not too many benefits of being a channel member or a Patreon supporter. They're both basically the same, but every month I try to do an exclusive video. And I also write a channel update. Also, if you're a member or Patreon supporter and you reach out to me, I will make every effort to reply to you. And that's not something I can guarantee of everyone. But thank you, Nita's Cooking Show. Just mention Patreon members can contact me directly on Patreon. But if you're a YouTube channel member and you need to contact me for anything, just send an email to johnnystrides@gmail.com and I will respond to you. Might help if you let me know you're a channel member. I had like 300 emails in that box today. And then, or you could DM me on Instagram, but I am so bad at those. Jeanette says, time to leave for grocery store. All right, Jeanette, thank you for your support and thanks for watching. Ash Brannigan says, how does Tokyo compare with Seoul? Let me save that for when I'm in Tokyo, which should be in August. That's the plan right now. As we continue west, or rather east along Fort York Boulevard. Johnny, do you do member streams? No, I don't, because there's no way for Patreon members to join in. And my membership is divided between Patreon members and YouTube channel membership. I really just like the idea of giving people the choice. Not everyone wants to give Google a cut of their funds. Patreon takes a little less. Also, some people don't like signing up to another platform when they're already on YouTube. So it's like, whatever. I have two. If you want to support either way, you get pretty much exactly the same benefits. All right, Epic Nation HD, thank you. Nita's Cooking Show has a channel. Maybe Nita, we can check that out on the Sunday Night Stumble stream. It's a good time when I've got my computer in front of me and my web browser. Heinzel is excited for the Japan content. I wouldn't rule out the possibility of more Korea content either later this year. Maybe we'll go back to the wide angle lens. We can see more of the tower. There it is. What time is it? My watch is not showing me the time. I gotta turn this thing off. It always tries to like fire up an exercise. And then when I go to look at the time, I can't see it. It is 6:59, so I think most of the pre-baseball crowd will be in the stadium by now. Will I be doing Victoria Day? I don't know. If I'm not involved in any plans that day, I will make some content and do a stream. But if someone invites me up to their cottage or something, man, I probably won't. Hey, we're at 423 viewers. A dog just randomly barked at and kind of attacked another dog. So this is Spadina Avenue. And with the J game about to start, I'm kind of tempted to go for a walk by the dome. And we can check out Roundhouse Park while we're there. Yep, we're downtown. Just waiting for the traffic signal to change here. Lisa says finish up at Union. Here's an idea. It's okay, Nita's cooking channel, or cooking show, sorry. We'll take a peek on Sunday. Also, Brad Palmer might be going live on Wednesday. I hope I do not miss that notification if it rolls in. Mr. Ruby Dog, when are you coming to Hawaii? Thank you for your third super chat, Mr. Ruby Dog. I don't know. I do not know and cannot promise Hawaii. But I've been to places with some amazing beaches and tropical atmospheres on the channel somewhat recently. I was in Punta Cana in the Dominican earlier this year, Koh Samui in Thailand as well, late last year. Both exponentially more affordable than Hawaii. And I went to a Hawaiian restaurant on Saturday. Does that count? A 4-game series versus the Yankees. These are the folks that don't care for the anthem or the first inning. Go Jays, go. They are our best hope of the major sports teams. But they're also in the most competitive division in baseball. It is insane. When all is said and done, it might be the most competitive division in baseball history. Do I have a favorite hot dog vendor location in the city? Actually, I do. Right at John and King on the southeast corner.
And security is our #1 priority. Enjoy them all.
Although I haven't been to that one in years, probably since 2016, the last Blue Jays playoff run. So I guess that info is a little outdated.
C'était aujourd'hui, ça?
I don't know. I can't be one of these people that waltzes into the game minutes before game time. I'm usually here a good 45 minutes early. I'm already a beer deep by the time the game starts. That's just how I am. Hopefully I'm not picking up a copyright match for this country. Let me just mute it for a sec just to break it up. Sorry, guys. I'm just escaping the music by crossing over here. Always a good atmosphere in front of here before a game. And this is arguably the biggest of games we've had this year so far. And I'll look up the big old tower. And the roundhouse is just on the right. And a place called the Rec Room, which is a large, like, Dave and Buster style bar and arcade and restaurant. Of course, we have the entrance to the CN Tower and Ripley's Aquarium. And the Steam Whistle Brewery straight ahead. That is an excellent brewery tour if you're in the city. Someone said, what are some tourist do's? I would put that on my list of touristy things that are worth doing. Hell, if you're a local, that's worth doing. It's like the second downtown skyline, the South Core. Four people were banned for life at a recent Toronto FC game for fighting. I don't know the story behind that, but that doesn't sound too unreasonable. Well, there's a patio over there at the Rec Room. So the locomotives used to load onto this thing and then it would spin. And they'd enter one of these different bays with the numbers on it. And that's how they would do their repairs and maintenance and that sort of thing. Frosty Fire 22 says hi, greetings. Do steam trains still exist? I'm sure they do, but probably as antiques. Good evening, Raja Patel. Is Ontario Place still in operation? No. And our idiot premier is turning some prime real estate into a private spa. That certainly has the kind of mass family appeal that we should be utilizing our precious waterfront space for. Like, if they said they're turning it into like a big water park, even if it was private, at least you could say, okay, that's like a family spot. It kind of makes sense. But a private spa? Very appropriate use of public land. But yeah, Ontario Place is gonzo, but I think the Cinesphere is reopening this year. So I think we're gonna have that at least. That's such a Trump move from Doug Ford. Still a pretty good crowd. Walking in casually late. Jelly Bean remembers when it was a club. That was Atlantis, right? I think someone got shot in the parking lot there or something. And my friend had his wedding reception there. He got married in Vancouver. That's where he had his wedding reception. Cold water, $2. Surprisingly decent deal. So on Friday night, the Blue Jay game ended, and thousands of fans spilled out onto this street here, where there's basically a big street party for the Maple Leafs. And what was not a huge crowd for the Maple Leafs, mainly because they were down 3-1, became a huge crowd, and then everyone watched them lose. Mr. Ruby Dog, $5. I like how you once saw Neil Hope playing video games in the 80s. Big Degrassi fan. Yes, Wheels. Used to come into a bowling alley in Long Branch and play some video games. Thank you for the super chat and the support. Mike T says Aaron Judge just hit a home run. As all these casually late arriving J fans show up. Let's just ban Ann Garvey from the chat forever. There's stupid opinions, and then there's that. Goodbye. Let's turn my comment. These people don't have free will. Let me tell you what to do. Anyways. So what we got? We got a Hoops sports bar over there. They used to have a location up at Yonge and College. Well, I guess that one reappeared. Subway, Pita and Grill, Panago Pizza, Taco Del Mar. Disappointing amount of restaurants that you could actually eat at before a game. Although here's one, Soko Kitchen and Bar. Greg says Manoa is horrible this year. I think there's some worrying indicators in his numbers. But you see a lot of Manoa jerseys, so he's good for sales at least. And in a block from now, we'll be going past York Street, and Fort York Boulevard will become Raptors Way. There's Amazon. I did something evil today. I signed up to Amazon Music. I normally just have like hundreds of MP3 files on my phone. Yes, I'm that old. But there was a few songs I wanted to hear, and I had a notification for a free month trial from Amazon Music. So hopefully I cancel that before it's up and save myself $9. I don't think any one of you needed to hear that, but hey, it looks like something's going on, maybe at the arena up here. Oh gosh, the obnoxious revving. So this is York Street, so I'm gonna walk around Scotiabank Arena. Greg says always cancel free trials right after you sign up for them. Very good point. Bash Brannigan uses Apple Music. Yeah, I know a lot of Apple users use that. Android users probably use Spotify most. I don't know too many people that use Google Music. And I don't know anyone but me that has Amazon Music. But hey, it had everything I was looking for. Oh, there's a Blink 182 concert. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. This guy's playing Say It Ain't So. Well, I'm gonna pick up a content match for sure, because he's just straight up playing the album music and playing drums on top of it. I'm gonna mute it for 1 second. Who remembers Blink? You know what? I would actually kind of like to go to that concert. That'd be kind of awesome, actually. These people are in for a good night. Greg says, I think they're playing a show tomorrow as well. Hey, there's George Springer. And the Yankees are up 3-0.
Well, the Yankees are missing some of the red jump out of stand. Unfortunately,
So now we are on the south side of Scotiabank Arena. Yeah, these are mostly Blink fans, I bet. David W. is absolutely amazed Blink 182 is still around. So this is leading me over to Bay Street. The Scotiabank Arena on the left, Gardner Expressway and Lakeshore Boulevard on the right.
guys.
There's all these vendors selling Blink shirts. So we are now heading north up Bay Street. Is Ken nearby? I have no idea. It's the financial district straight ahead. Getting a little blown out. All right, so we're heading under the rail corridor. And I can't say it smells too nice down here. I cannot say that at all. Christos hopes to at least find a new coach at GM this summer. How about some enforcer style players? Maybe bring back Wendell Clark. So this is Front Street coming up. So the Leafs need to invest in the biggest sports psychologist. Well, their fans might need that too, actually.
Black t-shirts.
Shame on that lady. Find a garbage can. Oh, I must have missed it. But we are at Front Street. John Tavares isn't captain material. I'm gonna cross over to the north side of Front here. But check out this view. All right, Nita's Cooking Show. Thanks for joining the ranks of channel membership. Feel free to pop in on the Sunday Night Stumbles and we can take a look at your channel. And I think I got a comment from Japanese with K, a guy I met in the video I uploaded for this morning. Very friendly guy. he got a nice little bump in subscribers thanks to you guys. So thank you for showing your support to him. So this is the financial district after rush hour. Joseph said Shopsy's had a restaurant in that corner years ago. They did. I remember eating there. So it's back to where my day of walking around with the camera started, Wellington Street. I've walked in a massive loop. And I used to work in this building here, and my desk was right by the window facing east, which is the broad side of the building we're looking at now. I won't say the exact floor, but it was over 50. It was a hell of a view, and our company had several floors, and we had all the floors, so I could always go there and just walk around. And some of my earlier videos on this channel featured views that I recorded from up there. When I was a kid, it was always kind of my dream to work there in the tallest of the skyscrapers. I was always obsessed with skyscrapers. So it was kind of surreal as an adult to be sitting in a corner office there taking a job interview. I was literally just staring out the window the whole time. I'm pretty sure the lady who would go on to be my boss was aware that I was very distracted during that job interview. Don't know how I got it, but I did. Thank you. Yeah, that was right there. Good old First Canadian Place. Although my favorite skyscraper in the financial district is this one, Scotiabank Plaza. We'll get a better view of it in a moment. All right, we'll take a look up here. Scotia Plaza. All right, Greg, thanks for tuning in. Oh, look at this. Old Ferrari, nice. Very nice. Thank you, Brother Ken. Yeah, we started at Stanley Park and kind of meandered through the Garrison Crossing and the Bentway over to Fort York Boulevard and Bremner Boulevard. And I looped around Scotiabank Arena. and shot up Bay Street. And now I think we're about to wrap things up. A little shy of the 90 minutes I normally like the streams to be, but I'm happy with it. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. And if you're not, okay, I was gonna go into this courtyard. There's a kind of sketch looking dude just standing there. So, I wanna thank everyone for tuning in. I wanna thank our mods for their great work. Thanks to our channel members and Patreon supporters. Thanks to everyone who sent support via Super Chat. There is a Super Thanks button below as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. But yeah, huge thanks to everyone. It was fun. I realize there's a bit of a knocking sound coming from my backpack. But we are back to Yonge Street. Back to Yonge Street. I was never at Yonge Street. Oh well. Thank you, Brad Palmer. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. You've never heard a YouTuber say that before, have you? Good riddance to Ann Garvey, or whatever the hell her name is. All right, guys, thank you. And I will catch you on the next one. Yoink. Yoink.